Now, a Mazomanie church is looking for a temporary home after its steeple burst into flames last night. And local law enforcement is making an effort to stop drunk driving by putting the faces of those caught on social media for everyone to see. Plus, after 5 days on the run, the manhunt for the convict who escaped from a Tennessee prison is over.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 5:30.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 5:30. I'm Amanda Quintana. We start tonight with a threat from a minor to blow up Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witness in Beaver Dam today. The Dodge County Sheriff's Office says it will be requesting charges for a juvenile who sent threatening text messages to two elder Spanish-speaking members of the congregation. The threats were from a spoofed phone number, which prevents direct contact or the ability to identify where the messages were sent from. But the Sheriff's Office was able to track down the suspect. They confessed to sending the threats, but the suspect does not live in Dodge County. The Sheriff's Office says the threats were determined not to be hate crimes directed toward any religion or ethnicity, and no explosives were found in the building. We'll have more on this story tonight on News 3 Now at 10. A Mazomanie church is looking for a temporary home after its steeple burst into flames during last night's thunderstorms. Gabriela Becerra is here with the community's reaction and their plans for repair.
Some church members at United Christ Church were surprised to hear the 10:45 service was canceled this morning after dispatch received a call for a fire shortly before 3 o'clock. Others went to the scene on Hudson Street to see for themselves what was going on. Neighbors say the crack of lightning they suspect caused the fire was the loudest noise they had ever heard.
It's God's house, and I love that.
Judy Curtis can see the steeple of United Christ Church from her bedroom window.
It's something I look forward to every morning when I get up, is opening up those blinds and seeing that beautiful steeple.
But when she looked this morning, she saw that it had been damaged.
I heard commotion in the neighborhood last night, which actually woke me up.
Officials say they believe a lightning strike from overnight thunderstorms caused the fire.
I just saw a big flash of lightning and a big boom.
Pastor Denise Cole received a call at about 3 in the morning and rushed to the scene.
They had all the floodlights on. They had guys on ladders. Flames were coming out the top of the steeple. So it was like, wow.
She says the top of the steeple is gone and the bell tower is severely damaged.
Pole rope for the bell burnt, and that's what's laying there.
Cole says she is thankful for the first responders that stepped up to save her church.
It just is really amazing to me that those are the blessings that we have, that we've got well-trained volunteer people who come out and go into flames and put things out and take care of each other.
And thankful for their community.
I think that's how we know we can get through it.
A loss of any kind, like I say, we're a close-knit community, so it does. It affects everybody, and but they'll come back from it.
And Curtis says she will still start every morning by looking out her window where the steeple used to be.
Still look at it every morning, but I'll be happy when it's back to what it was before.
Judy Curtis actually isn't a member of the church, although she says it's still very important to her because her friends go there. Cole and some church members are already thinking about what is next. Cole says the first step is to speak with insurance company and have the damage fully assessed, and then they're going to find a place where they can have worship until the building's fixed.
All right, thank you so much, Gabby. Let's get a look at your first alert weather with Dana Fulton. A pretty cloudy day today, Dana. Definitely a bit of a change.
Yes, a little dreary outside, unfortunately. And of course, some areas waking up this morning to quite a bit of rainfall coming through overnight, but it was a very narrow band of those heavy showers. Here's a live look from our Edgewater Skycam. Aside from the clouds, you can see all the bugs out right now. A lot of bugs flying around my camera currently, but otherwise just a bit of a dreary day. Our Doppler track has been quiet for the afternoon, but here is that line of showers. You can see a very dark line there from Sauk County all the way through the western half of Dane County into parts of Rock and Greene County. Some areas in Dane County did pick up over 3.5 inches last night with that heavy rainfall coming through. Again, right now things are pretty quiet, but as we look ahead to tomorrow, know that we do have more rain coming in along with the chance for some isolated thunderstorms and heavy heavier showers at times. So an alert day is in the forecast for Monday, but we'll take a closer look at that full work week in just a few minutes. Amanda?
Thank you, Dana. More local news now. Police are looking into a poolside fight where a pregnant woman was kicked in the stomach. Police Chief Mike Koval says officers were called to Goodman Pool yesterday for reports of a fight. It began when a woman put her belongings on 3 pool chairs to reserve them while she went to the concession stand. That's when officials say a family of 3 more women sat in those chairs. When the original woman came back, they all got into an argument and she was punched from behind. Then that original woman kicked one of the 3 women who officials say is pregnant right in the stomach. The pregnant woman was taken to the hospital to be evaluated and she was cited for disorderly conduct. The woman who threw the first punch was arrested and the 3rd woman was also cited for disorderly conduct. Authorities in Dodge County say anyone arrested on suspicion of drunken driving will be identified and have their photos posted on social media. Officials say the initiative will begin later this month. The sheriff's office already releases the names of all alleged drunken drivers to local media, but officials say the new policy is part of a strategy to focus on reducing drunken driving, speeding, stop sign offenses, and seatbelt violations. Around the state, officials with the Waupaca County Sheriff's Office are on the scene after reports of a house explosion in Manawa. Very few details are available right now, but the Manawa Fire Department says the owner of the house is dead. The explosion happened around 8:45 this morning. Roads in the surrounding area are closed due to that explosion. Authorities say a convict who escaped from a Tennessee prison 5 days ago on a tractor was captured today. As CBS News' Danya Bacchus reports, Curtis Ray Watson is suspected of killing a corrections employee just before he escaped.
An escaped prisoner suspected of killing a Tennessee Department of Correction employee was caught just hours after a confirmed sighting Sunday morning.
It is a good day because Curtis Watson is in custody.
In surveillance video, 44-year-old fugitive Curtis Ray Watson is dressed in camouflage and carrying a backpack. He opens a refrigerator on the Henning, Tennessee property of a man who alerted authorities.
When he finally backed out of here, closed his door, my wife really recognized him. So that's him. He got that goatee.
Within 30 minutes, hundreds of law enforcement was on scene and in that area. TBI spotted Watson coming out of a soybean field. Watson surrendered without incident.
Watson had been on the run since Wednesday when he escaped from the nearby West Tennessee State Penitentiary on a prison tractor while on lawn mowing duty. That morning, an intense manhunt was launched after the body of Deborah Johnson was found by her co-workers in her house on prison grounds. Officials say a cord was wrapped around the 64-year-old's neck and she had been sexually assaulted. Watson was discovered missing hours after he was seen near Johnson's house. Rewards totaling nearly $60,000 were offered for information leading to Watson's arrest.
He was relieved to be over with his run.
On Thursday, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation secured warrants against Watson for charges including first-degree murder. Danya Bacchus, CBS News.
Watson was serving a 15-year sentence after pleading guilty to the aggravated kidnapping of his wife. President Donald Trump is promoting a conspiracy theory linking the Clinton family to the death of multimillionaire and accused sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. Trump shared a tweet yesterday from conservative comedian Terrence Williams. The tweet claims, without evidence, that former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton were responsible for Epstein's death. Trump's advisor Kellyanne Conway says there needs to be transparency in the death.
I think the president just wants everything to be investigated, as your reporter just revealed just the day before. There was some unsealed information implicating some people very high up.
Attorney General Bill Barr says Epstein died in an apparent suicide while in federal custody. A spokesman for Clinton called the conspiracy theory, quote, ridiculous, saying it's of course not true and Donald Trump knows it. 5 children are dead after an early morning fire in West Erie, Pennsylvania, reported at a daycare. Officials say the victims ranged in age from 8 months to 7 years old. The Erie Regional Chamber and Growth Partnership lists a daycare at that address. Police say they're working to see if any of the victims were staying at the daycare overnight. A woman who also lives at the building was flown to a Pittsburgh hospital for treatment. Officials say it's too early to draw a conclusion on the cause of the fire. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 5:30, a fundraiser to add amenities to some of our local dog parks, what the parks director says they need in order to meet their goal. With more than 230 acres dedicated to dogs in Dane County, the Parks Department is finding a fun way to keep the areas updated, raising money with the 3rd annual Barks in the Park today. The fundraiser is held at a different Dane County park each year, with vendors selling dog clothes and food, rescue organizations bringing dogs who are up for adoption, and live music and food for owners to enjoy. This year, they're focusing on raising money to build a shade structure at the Badger Prairie Park.
We're blessed here in Dane County with places to take your dog, but we do need volunteers and we do need more support to sponsor these areas and help us upkeep them. And when we put on events and activities like this today, we can gather that support where people can help us for 365 days a year.
There are 7 dog parks in total in Dane County, and the county's program actually helped lead the way for other dog park programs across the country. Pancreatic cancer is the 3rd leading cause of cancer-related deaths in the U.S., and a local group is looking to raise money for research. People who have lost loved ones or friends to pancreatic cancer joined in the 2-mile roll and stroll this morning in Middleton. The route was wheelchair and stroller accessible, and organizers say the funds benefit life-saving and necessary innovative cancer research here in Wisconsin.
Everybody that's here has lost a loved one or a good friend to pancreatic cancer, and we really need to find a cure for this because it is such a terrible disease. Most people are diagnosed after they're well into stage 4 of the cancer.
Holzman says funds today will help provide comfort totes to make patients' journeys through radiation and chemo a little easier. She says only 8% of patients survive 5 years after being diagnosed. The roll and stroll's goal today was $60,000. Coming up on News 3 Now at 5:30, be prepared for scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Dana Fulton has your first alert forecast when we come back.
It has been a little bit of a dreary day, most cloudy sky all day long, and it's not really going to change for us this evening nor overnight, and for most of Monday also. Here's a live look at Platteville with our Queen Bee Radio sky cam. There may be a few misty spots. Right now our Doppler track is quiet, but we're not ruling out the chance to see some isolated drizzle spots for us this evening, a slight chance for that. But again, overall a quiet sky right now, which is good news because we had quite a bit of rainfall come through for some areas overnight, and for tomorrow we're looking at even more rain building on in. Overall, our temperatures have stayed pretty comfortable so far today. Around about 76 right now in Madison. Those dew points of the upper 60s though, so it certainly feels a little foggy, as you can see, or looks a little foggy outside for us right now with those temperatures pretty close to our dew points. We have a cold front up to the north that is going to steadily push south and east and kind of stall and drag itself across southern Wisconsin heading into Monday night and for Tuesday morning. So we're going to look at a bit of an unsettled pattern for some showers and thunderstorms for us. That, coupled with some low pressure that's going to kind of travel northeast a little bit, is going to push the chance for some stronger storms into northern Illinois and right along the state lines. So the chance for some stronger showers tomorrow is pushed us into having an alert day in the forecast for your Monday. We may see some isolated spots, get some flooding, localized flooding certainly possible. So again, it's later in the day on Monday, those showers start to build in. Most of the heavy rainfall and the stronger thunderstorms are going to stay to the south right now, but it's only going to take a little shift in that path. If it comes a little further north, we'll start to see some pretty strong thunderstorms slide through right along the state line. We have a slight chance for a few showers lingering into early Tuesday morning, but by Tuesday afternoon, our skies will steadily become mostly sunny later in the evening, and Wednesday right now looks really pleasant outside, mostly sunny throughout the day. So a little closer look at the timing here heading into Monday. Overnight will stay mostly cloudy. We don't have any rainfall coming through overnight or for early in the day on Monday. It's later in the afternoon, and some of these showers that are going to slide through, they're going to bring some heavier rainfall along again. And that line of the heavy rain that came through last night, dicing right through Sauk County down into Rock and Greene County, and might get hit again with another inch or two of rain for Monday afternoon and evening. So localized flooding certainly a threat for us. Tuesday morning, again, a slight chance for some showers and thunderstorms, but it looks likely right now that that threat for any rain later in the day is really going to die out. Because of the concern for those showers and thunderstorms to bring some heavier rain at times, we do have that alert day in the forecast for your Monday. Temperatures over the next several hours will not drop much overnight because we have a mostly cloudy sky. Doesn't allow us to fall too much, so we'll land in the mid-60s for overnight lows. Very mild start to the day. Tomorrow, plan on some isolated flooding again, and those temperatures in a very similar spot to where we're at right now. In the mid-70s for afternoon highs. So that is a little below average. Thankfully, once we get through this rain, we may not see much sun on Tuesday. Unfortunately, those clouds might linger around a little bit longer for some areas, especially along the state line. But by Wednesday and Thursday, it's going to be very, very pleasant outside. Temperatures will be in the 70s, and we'll have a nice, mostly sunny sky. We just have to get through another round of rain right now. And I do know that some folks are kind of grateful with gardens and whatnot. We've had a little bit of a dry patch, so to have some lighter showers, not necessarily a bad thing. It's a heavy rain we're concerned about.
Nice to have that one day, and then we deserve that Wednesday and Thursday.
We get the sunshine back.
There we go. Thank you so much, Dana. We've got a pitcher's duel in the series finale between the Rangers and the Brewers. Highlights coming up next in sports.
At A1.
Well, starting off with some good news tonight for the Brewers. Christian Yelich is back, not in the starting lineup, but he did pinch hit in the 8th. Struck out, though, in his only at-bat. Josh Hader, bobblehead day today at Miller Park. He did not pitch today, however. But this game definitely a battle on the mound between Mike Minor and Jordan Lyles, but it didn't come easy. Lyles escaping some danger there early on K's. Brugnet Odor in the 1st inning. No score till the 7th here. Isaiah Kiner Falifa, the sacrifice fly. Not the most exciting highlight, but the Rangers up 1-0. Last chance for the Brewers in the 9th. Yasmani Grandal going down. Brewers lose 1-0. Rubber match between the Cubs and Reds. We pick it up in the 7th inning. Cubs are down 1. Chris Bryant sending that one out to left field. Home run number 23 is a 3-run home run. Cubs take the 5-3 lead. They'll add some insurance in the 8th. Ian Happ, the solo shot. Cubs win 6-3, the final score. So how does the National League Central look now? Well, the Cubs still in the lead, back in front. Cardinals beat the Pirates today, so they move half a game ahead of the Brewers, who are behind by 2.5 games. A few more injuries for the Packers today. Equanimeous St. Brown still working out his knee, leaving the practice field early. Meanwhile, tight end Evan Bayless reportedly hurt his calf ahead of Thursday night's game against the Ravens in Baltimore. Now, the Packers will get the day off tomorrow after a practice of 2 hours and 7 minutes today. Head coach Matt LaFleur trying to get the team into a routine schedule this early on so that once the regular season hits, it'll all seem like clockwork.
Tomorrow we're giving them a day off just to get back on that schedule so that next week we can go through a regular season schedule with, so we'll play on Thursday, we'll come in on Friday, we'll give them Saturday off, which would be your normal Tuesday, and then we're going to get into a regular week. I think it's important that in the preseason they get the feel of that, of a weekly rhythm.
Now, I know it's not quite football season yet, but the Packers-Bears rivalry is 365 days a year. Case in point, regional action of the Little League World Series this weekend. Spike Gall, he's the son of former Packers fullback Chris Gall, didn't really feel the love from his Bears-loving Illinois teammates in his player introduction video.
Hi, I'm Spike Gall. My dad played for the Green Bay Packers. Go Bears! Hi, I'm Spike Gall. My dad played for the Green Bay Packers. Go Bears!
Poor guy, just wanted to make sure you got the full effect there, had to play it twice. Finally tonight, reigning Olympic champion in women's singles Monica Puig at the Reds game earlier this week, but instead of throwing out the ceremonial first pitch, she served the ball with a tennis racket. That was pretty good, actually. On the other end of the ball, second baseman Derek Dietrich. The two are currently dating. I don't know how it would feel though if I would seeing that ball coming right at me, but that was really good. That was a pretty good catch.
It made me a little nervous at first when I saw her throwing it up, but it looked pretty good. It might have been better than like if she pitched it.
If she actually threw the ball, and I would be like, please don't hit me in the face.
That's ready for it. Yeah. It's her boyfriend, so I guess she's ready.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Michelle Carolla. Tonight on the news at 9, the World Meteorological Organization says last month was possibly the hottest month in recorded history. Why that could mean an iconic species of trees in California may not survive. It's first on Fox at 9.
And we have an alert day in the forecast for tomorrow, correct?
Correct, yes. So the chance, of course, for some heavier showers to come on through, that's our primary focus for that alert day. In the afternoon and evening, we may be dealing with some isolated, very, very heavy rainfall on top of areas that, of course, saw heavy showers come through last night. So localized flooding could be a concern for some parts of western Dane County up into Sauk County, Rocky and Greene County. Also, notice those temperatures, though. It'll stay pretty mild and below average for the next several days. And once we get through these showers, it's really going to be nice outside with the sunshine there for the middle of the week and as we head into Friday.
So good news ahead.
Yes.
All right. Thanks so much. And thanks for joining us. Have a great night.